Hey y'all, I went ahead and came back. I was enjoying my turmeric smoothie. So I'm cutting up some potatoes, go ahead and just do the breakfast. I can't stay off the camera too long. So y'all get 2 videos today. I just want to say, when I was cutting out the video, I was outside yesterday, so I was dealing with some allergies. So if you saw my eyes watering up, you probably didn't notice, but that's from being outside yesterday. And I was like, oh my God. It stopped, but what I wanted to tell you guys is that when I got up for this video this morning, I had a major headache. I'm telling you, just woke up with it, all kinds of things going on. I have some other things I want to discuss with you guys health-wise, but we'll get to those things at another time. But what I wanted to say is that my headache is gone, guys. I don't know if it was the turmeric or just moving around or what, but the headache is gone. So, hey, it is what it is. So now we're cutting up potatoes. But needless to say, if you haven't tried turmeric in your life, it's a good replacement for any type of pain medicine that you've been taking. I used to take Excedrin, okay? Pop them things as soon as a whisper of a headache, I'd pop that Excedrin migraine and it'd be gone. The problem is Excedrin has so much caffeine in it. You get jitters just like you would if you were drinking a highly caffeinated coffee. That espresso, double shots. And I found that to be my alternative to just drinking coffee every day. But it also became my addiction. I couldn't live without Excedrin. I traveled with it. I had it on hand. It was on deck. No matter where I went, that Excedrin was going with me. So it became a drug, It did, yes, while it did get rid of the headache and all those things, you become addicted and dependent on these over-the-counter pain medications. And I believe at some point in time, they cut that. You couldn't get Excedrin. It was under lock and key at the pharmacy because people were so demanding of it. I don't want to be like that. I didn't want to be like that. So I was like, we have to do something a little bit different here. What are we doing? So I got off of it. And it's been 2 years, maybe even longer than that. But I know as far back as 2 years I can remember that I've taken an actual pill for pain. No. So, yeah, it's something. So if you haven't tried turmeric, it's a good investment. It really is for you. You take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Nobody else is going to do it for you. And, if you go to the emergency room and tell them you're in pain, you're getting the good stuff, but you're getting doped up. Morphine and all kinds of things. You have to take care of yourself. You really do. And not be so quick to accept a prescription just because the doctor said so. There's other natural things out there that you could do that will help you. So, all right, let's get back to these potatoes real quick. We'll keep talking about this. So today I'm going to marinate my lovely potatoes with some avocado oil. Now, remember I told you guys before about olive oil and grapeseed oil and different types of oils. You have to read the labels. If you're using high temperatures on your food, you want to try to make sure that that oil is good for that. It's compatible for it. So like I was telling you, like with olive oil, I do cook with it, but not everything. I use grapeseed oil because it's something that can be tempered at high temperature, especially like for frying and things like that. So read the labels, okay? Now, this is olive oil. See this here? I know it's backwards, but you can get up to temperatures of 500 on here. This is high heat, so I can put this in my air fryer when I do my potatoes. So always read your labels. It'll tell you. High heat, all-purpose cooking. So you want to make sure that the oil you're using is not for marinade or dressing, but that you can actually cook with it, okay? Because it may give you an alternative effect if it's not meant for high heat, okay? All right. So You want to make sure you're reading those labels. Please, please, please read those labels. All right. All right. So we're doing our potatoes this morning. This is a quick breakfast, you know. But I said I was going to come back and, you know, just do something. I don't always go in here and do like, you know, these extravagant breakfasts. This is breakfast. This is how I eat every day. So we're just sharing, right? We're going to share. Let me get my clean hand over here to grab my air fryer basket, and then we're going to wash this off. All right. Air fryer is ready to go. I lined it with foil today because we're not doing all that heavy drip cleaning today, but we're going to drop that right on in here. So when I'm done, I'll just take this out. But you want to make sure it's spread around really good. Nice little potatoes. It'll be so good in my belly. All right, so we're going to pop these in here. On the potato setting of your air fryer, if you have that, if you don't have a potato setting on your air fryer, the French fry setting, which is potatoes, that works just fine. So mine is set for 20 minutes by default. If I see that I need a little extra crunch in those potatoes, then I will go back and turn it on for another 5 minutes, okay? All right, let's wash my hands. And please don't mind the noise. I have my little, I call my little helper in here vacuuming up my floor for me so I can mop this morning. So I think I caught a glimpse of him in my turmeric video. So he doesn't have a name yet. So if you want to name him, you can. He may come floating back through here. So if you hear him in the background, that's all that is. Floor is getting clean. And then I'll be mopping here in a little bit. Okay? All right. So these potatoes were cut. Get my bowl out the way. Can y'all guess what else I'm having for breakfast? Would it be just egg? Would it be? Is it possible? Yeah. We got some just egg. All right. So we're going to switch locations. And grab up my goodies, my knife and my peppers and my onion. And we're going to go over here with some just egg, okay? All right. So now, my just egg, because this is something I always cook with, I got my grapeseed oil already in there. It's heating a little bit. Whew. There we go. Spin that around a little bit. All right. Let that get nice and hot. Get my nice little utensil over here because you know how I roll. And don't be talking about me. I know I'm not matching. This is early morning. Come on now. We're not here for that. We're here for the cooking. See? Let's stay focused. We're here for the cooking only. No dress critiques here. Okay? Finish drinking my turmeric milk. All right. That is so refreshing. My God. All right, so we got some onions. Now my pepper trying to turn colors on me. It came here green. I heard somebody ask someone online, I can't remember who I was watching, why do your peppers do that? Was this the intended color? So is green not ripe? Good question, right? Because it came here green and it started to turn orange. So I don't know. Or maybe that's just in its makeup. I don't know. That's what peppers do. But needless to say, I got me some seeds. So I'm going to start growing my own. And then maybe I can answer that question myself. I don't know. So I thought that was a really good question. Why do they change colors after, you know, I bought them green. But I let it sit for a minute and it just started turning orange. So who knows? It made me remain a mystery. I got the baby knife today. All right. It's just as sharp as its mama. But it's in the dishwasher right now, so we're going to use the baby today. This one cuts really good too. So we got some onions and peppers going. If this is your first time watching me, thank you for stopping by. I see I've got a few new subbies on YouTube, and I also have some new followers on Facebook. So thank you guys. And those that have been sharing my videos, thank you so much for getting me out there. I've got some new followers on TikTok and Instagram. So thank you. Word of mouth is awesome. I'll keep bringing them. I'll keep bringing them. So thank you all. I appreciate you. It's nice to be loved. It's nice to be thought about. So thank you so much for that. All right. So, all right. Good. Cut these up. I know this oil should be nice and ready. Since I don't have mama knife, we're going to use our spatula to go ahead and put these in here. That knife is so multi-purpose. I mean, I know it's not meant for that, but it scoops up really nice when you're in here cooking. Scoops everything up. So I think to toast today, my husband loves sourdough. So I think that's what we're going to do. I want my Ezekiel bread this morning though, so I may have to be biased on this breakfast that we're doing and make my Ezekiel bread. He loves that too, but the sourdough just does something different. I think I might actually remix this breakfast a little bit and do a bit of avocado toast. Instead of just cutting up the avocado, I think I might go ahead and make some avocado toast. So let me wash off my tongs here. In that same bowl, I'm going to reuse that. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I think that'll be in my best interest. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. I hear you, air fryer. I'm coming. It says, shake me. The air fryer is a trip. All right, so getting our bowl nice and clean. This is the time where I wish I had like 3 cameras on me so you can see everything that I'm doing. But it's all good. You guys are watching those onions and peppers back here. They are sauteing up really nice. So I'm going to turn them down just a minute because I'm going to step away to check on these potatoes. I wish you could smell this because it smells so good. So we'll do a little remix to the breakfast today. All right. I know my brother will be drooling if he saw this because he loves avocado toast. Okay. Like that is his favorite thing in the world. I turned him onto it. He's like, sis, what is that? What you put in there? Love. Just a lot of love. All right, shake those potatoes around. All right, so I'm going to let these slow cook because I want to prep our avocado here. This will be a nice breakfast here. I see you got away. All right, so let's prep this avocado toast. I know I've done this in a previous video, and for those who haven't seen it, you're about to see it now. Avocados are so freaking good. And those that know me, I eat avocado every day. I don't believe there's a day that goes by that I don't eat avocado. It's just one of those things that has to be in my kitchen. I'm going to turn these off. They'll still cook, but I don't want them cooking too fast. I have to have them. It has to be in here. If I don't get it breakfast, I'm getting it at lunch. Or I'm doing both. And those that have been watching me for a while, you know how I do. I'm going to bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing. So you get another view. All right. Hello. Let's tighten that up. Ah, there you are. All right. So what I'm doing is just cutting these up because we're going to mash them. We're going to put a little bit of seasoning on them and mash them and prep them for our toast. Okay. Love avocado. All right. Seed out. Oh, you're going to be stubborn. This one's cold. This is the half I had last night. I'll still get you out of there. Don't fight with me. Cut you like this. All right, so that's all ready. Got little gummy things going on here. Let me wash my hands. Wash, 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 y'all. It smells so aromatic in my kitchen. Those potatoes smell good. The onions and peppers smell good. Oh, my goodness. It smells good in here. So here they are. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder. A little bit of black pepper. Not too crazy, but the black pepper is good. All right, now I had some garlic salt up here. Let me see if I still have that. If not, we'll use complete. I won't get too fancy. Actually, no, do a little bit of sea salt on this today because I don't want too much of the complete taste. The complete's going in the eggs, so I'm gonna do some sea salt. And if you need to add a little bit more to taste, you can, but that's all that's going in there for right now. Okay? Now, two things. I can squeeze me a little bit of lemon in here, or I can get fancy this morning and put a little bit of vinegar. But my husband doesn't like the vinegar too much, so I'm going to put just a little bit of lemon juice in here and jazz this up, okay? I like the vinegar. Hopefully I still have my little half a lemon. I know I made tea yesterday, so where's my lemon? If not, we can move on. It's not a big deal, but I know I have a little lemon in here. I have limes, but who wants a lime? Unless it's going in a drink. All right, let me wash off my little lemon. Beautiful lemon. Let's give it a little roll. I believe this one is seeded. It is, so. All right, we won't worry about that. All right, so here's a little lemon juice. This side doesn't have any seeds in it. Just a gentle squeeze. Okay. Now we're gonna mash these. And like I said, if you need a little bit more seasoning to taste, like a little bit of salt, you can add that. You know, my husband likes his avocado with salt anyway, so this is not going to be anything unusual for him. But if you need a little bit more, you can add some after the fact on top. And I'm going to add some pumpkin seeds to mine. I'll ask my husband if he wants some on his, but at least you'll see what it looks like. I have a video some months ago where I did the avocado toast in my green smoothie. It's something similar to that. Same thing, same concept. I think in that one I actually did put some complete because I was just making it for me. But here lately I've just been using some salt and pepper, a little bit of onion powder, and I use a little tip of vinegar, white vinegar, distilled vinegar in mine. And it gives it like a little pickled flavor. Kind of like you do with pickles, but it's so good. But my husband likes it. It's just a little too tangy for him. So we do it with a little bit of lemon juice. And if you don't have lemons, you can still eat it. No big deal. It's your avocado toast. You can do sesame seeds on here. You can do chia seeds, almond slices, tomato. You can pretty much do whatever you want. My choice is pumpkin seeds for the, zinc factor and everything. So here we go. I'm going to give it a little taste and see. Oh my. That's buttery. That's a good avocado right there. That's how we do it. Just mash it like that. And then when you make your toast, you spread it on just like butter. And that's your avocado toast. So we'll get to that in just a second. That's typically how I make mine. And then I'll sprinkle little pumpkin seeds on it, and that's breakfast. Okay. All right, so let's get our toaster plugged in. I smell those potatoes, y'all. You want to see what's going on over here? Potatoes. Look at those potatoes. They are coming along just fine. Pop you back in there. All right, so I'm gonna get your bodies back in view. I'm not doing anything else on my cutting board. We're done with that process. All right, so back to business. All right, so that's done. Now we're gonna turn our lovely onions and peppers back on, and we're gonna get to these eggs because we have about 6 minutes left on our potatoes, which won't take no time. And then we're gonna pull this breakfast together, okay? All right. All right, get the heat back up over here. And while we're waiting to hear that sizzle going, so I'll know I'm ready to go, let's get this Just Egg open. Just eggs, okay. They cook up just like regular eggs if you haven't seen me. They really do. They're so good too. I made some one day for my oldest daughter, and she doesn't really like eggs at all. And she was like, Mommy, I like that. So she's always been my taste tester in the kitchen. And she likes this. She cannot stand regular eggs. So all right. All right, we got the sizzle factor going. So now that the onions have cooked down on their own, once they get to this kind of color, like they're almost translucent, that's when I drop my eggs in there. Now for a more meatier taste in your egg, use a red onion. Big difference. Big, big difference. All right, Just Egg coming through. Okay, so now Just Egg, a little bit of complete. I just sprinkled literally across the top some black pepper, and that's it. Because, you know, the onions and peppers are already giving you that good little flavor. Nice skillet, that Village Inn skillet kind of flavor. So you're already getting that with the onions and peppers cooked in. So you don't want to get too crazy with the seasoning. You want it to taste as authentic as possible. And that's it right there. All right. I might give you a little sprinkle of onion powder since it's out. I didn't put it away. All right. That's it. I've heard something fall. Bay leaf. That is it. And then you can gently cook these because they cook quick. You don't have to go aggressive with them. They cook up nice on their own. And you don't have to use too much of a high heat. So I use medium high heat and let them cook. Nice, nice, nice. Got a little dribble here. Oh, come back here. Did I get it all? I think so. All right, Just Egg. All right, so we can get that time to cook down some. In the meantime, let's get that toast because breakfast is almost ready. We don't want to be late trying to get things together. We want to get this done. So let's see. Got some sourdough in here. Got some hard dough bread too. We'll work with this. All right. So we got some Pepperidge Farm sourdough. Let me get these eggs together here. Give them a little swish around before we do that. Look at this, y'all. One of these days we'll have smell-o-vision and you can just share the experience. That might be a little bit too interactive, maybe. Might be a little scary. All right, we can turn this down because this is doing its thing here. I made this for my husband one morning, and he said, these are regular eggs. I said, no, babe, that's the just egg. He said, for real? They don't taste like it. You saw me make it. If I'm lying, I'm flying. They are so good. All right, let's take that off the heat. It's still gonna cook up a little bit, but I don't want it to keep cooking, okay? Yes, my air fryer, I hear you, darling. All right, let's get that toast together. Lemon juice off of there. One thing I love about Pepperidge Farm, they double pack their bread. It keeps it nice and fresh. I love that. Really and truly, I really do. All right, so we got that going. Get that air out of there. Okay. All right, just egg. I'm gonna move this tripod back here. When I get ready for presentation, I want you to be able to see that as well. Let me just move this. I wish I had my little bowl. I should have kept it for garbage, but I was not thinking about that at that time. Potatoes are done, y'all. Did you hear that? All right, let me wash my hands real quick. Let's check out those potatoes. Ooh, y'all. Look at that. So good. All right, so we're gonna wait for that. Give it a second. Let's get this plate down. Gonna feed the hubby. So good. I know this is still hot, so I'm just treading softly up here. A little clean as you go. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, toast, you are not ready, so back in you go. Not toasted enough for me. All right, so y'all can come on over so I can start plating. I just went in there and forgot the pumpkin seeds. You see that? Day in the life in the kitchen. All right, let's get the pumpkin seeds ready. So these are Whole Foods brand. These are organic pumpkin seeds. These are unroasted and unsalted. For those that have been watching me, you know that's all I use as far as my pumpkin seeds. I try to stay away from the salt. We've already put things in our food that have seasoning, so we don't need to get too crazy with all the salt everywhere. We don't need to see it all over the place, right? Right. Okay. So I'm still here, but I'm going to focus you down on this plate so you can get a glimpse of the meal for today. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I do apologize. Just want you to get a nice view. We in focus? We are in focus. Okay. All right, so let's get this breakfast. Toast, are you done? Toast is done now. And it's super, super hot, and I just burned my finger. We'll come back to you in just a second. All right, so just egg, y'all. Here we go. Hope my husband will be nice and full today. Good breakfast for him. Where's my, he likes a little bit of ketchup with his potatoes. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm not talking to myself. Am I talking to myself, y'all? All right, so potato time. All right, so there's those lovely potatoes. Look at that. Whew. All right, so let's grab his toast. All right, so remember what I was telling you about, your avocado toast. The toppings. You can pretty much put whatever you want on your avocado toast. It's yours, right? You don't have to do anything that I'm doing like to the T. If you like sesame seeds, if you like chia seeds, whatever you like, nothing on there. You can do whatever you want, okay? It is your avocado toast. So you want to take it and just spread it out. Nice like that. Put a little pinch more over here in the corner. Just like that, okay? You're getting carbs here, you're getting potassium, you're getting all your good vitamins here. It is just, the list goes on. And don't forget that we started our morning off with something anti-inflammatory. So we had our turmeric smoothie. Okay, look at this. Now there's that avocado toast. I got a little pepper in my nose, guys, so if I sneeze, I apologize in advance. Gonna sprinkle a little bit of those seeds on there. And pumpkin seeds are really good for men. They are loaded with zinc. Our men need zinc, so my husband gets these in his salads every day. I try to sneak it in whenever, not really sneak it in, but just making sure that he's getting all his nutrition throughout the day. Wherever we can get it in, we get it in, right? All right, look at this. This is breakfast this morning, guys. Avocado toast, some nice vegan eggs, lovely potatoes, and let's not forget that dollop of ketchup right there. There it is. I'm a dipper. My husband may want a little bit more, but I'm just using, simply by Heinz, a little ketchup. That's it. That's breakfast. You want some? All right, so y'all get in the kitchen, make some breakfast. It's easy. Look at this. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how gorgeous that is. All right, happy Sunday. May come back for dinner. Hopefully my husband will cook today. We'll see if I get that. And then I'll share what I'm eating. All right? All right, happy Sunday. I'm not going to sample his food. We've done enough sampling on breakfast. We know what that tastes like. It's good. So have a happy Sunday, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next video.